Hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzuda7 here again, and welcome to another Runescape video here today. In this video, I'm going to be going through the Runescape annual survey for 2019, answering the questions, giving my thoughts and opinions on what updates may be coming, and just generally just doing the survey. So yeah, this one is going to be a bit of a strange video because I've never really recorded my browser with OBS, so it looks a little bit weird, and my mouse was like massively offset from where it actually was on the screen, so I just hid my mouse. My mouse doesn't show up on the recording because it was super bugged. I think that might be because I have two different resolution monitors, but anyways, we're going to go through it here. The survey, we had plenty of time to complete it. It doesn't close till the 30th of September, and they say that it should take between 25 and 35 minutes to complete. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Click the little arrow to start off. First off, we'd like to ask you about your past experience with RuneScape and our old school RuneScape. I have played both. Way more of RuneScape 3, but I have played old school a decent bit. How old am I? How old am I? I don't even know. I'm 22 to 24 years old. Which gender do I most identify with? Male. In which country? I live in the United Arab Emirates. No. States of America. When was the last time you played RuneScape? Literally 5 minutes ago, before I started this video. Over 10 years ago. Who's going to be taking this survey with that? Thinking only about your last 6 months of playing, I have played mostly RuneScape, though a little bit of old school with my friend, just for fun. Mostly RuneScape. For the rest of the survey, unless otherwise stated, we are only interested in your experience of RuneScape, not old school. How many RuneScape accounts do you have? Oh, Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I have... I guess 3. We'll count 3. My main and my 2 hardcores, although I only play on my current main hardcore right now. My other one is lying dormant if I ever want to go back on him, although he's now behind my current one. When was the last time you subscribed? I currently subscribe. Thinking about how much time you spend playing RuneScape compared to 6 months ago. I spend about the same amount of time playing, not considering my hiatus, but my situation has been almost exactly the same for the past 6 months with my job and the amount of time I've had to play, so about the same. What is your current overall in-game skill level? On my main account, I'm maxed out, 2736. Which activities do you enjoy? Skilling, bossing, questing. Don't really enjoy D&Ds. Treasure trails, love it. Minigames, no. PvP, no. Achievements and tasks, yes. Completing stuff, yes. So I would say I don't enjoy minigames. I don't enjoy PvP and D&Ds. I wouldn't say I enjoy, but I don't dislike them. I dislike minigames for the most part, and I dislike PvP. But yeah, that's me. Pretty simple. Which RuneScape activity do you most enjoy? Gotta be bossing. It's gotta be, it really does. Well, completing everything is... Nah, it's gotta be. Yes, I am in a clan, although I am not too active in it. Did you purchase Premier Club 2019 membership? Yes, Premier Club Gold membership I did purchase on both my accounts. Why did I purchase? Cheaper membership? Yep. Nope. I don't care about being a VIP member at all. No, the benefits, well, the artifact, kind of, neither. For the exclusive, oh, okay, yes, that is what I would say, yes. To support RuneScape with long-term membership, I would somewhat agree with that. For long-term membership with in-game wealth, yes. Yes, absolutely, that is 100% what I did. I spent bonds for both of my Premier Clubs, and I have bonds for next year's as well, waiting in the wings. Below is a list of the membership benefits. Please rate how appealing they are to you in a membership package. I couldn't care less about the Valkyrie outfit. I think it looks alright, and it's fine to have it in, but it's not appealing or unappealing to me. Loyalty point payout is somewhat appealing, just because I needed them for my hardcore. VIP, I don't care. Like, I don't think anything's going to be unappealing. Oh, I would say forum access is unappealing because I don't like the forums. Premier Artifact / Aura, it's somewhat appealing. It's so dependent on what it actually gives you. But if they're talking about this year in general, it's not that appealing, so somewhat. Premier Club in-game chat badge, I'm unappealing for that because I don't like the chat badge. I think it's kind of a dumb thing. Premier Club Vault D&D, I don't even take part in that, so neither, but I think... Oh, gotta MTX. Premier Club Token Cosmetics unlocked, don't care about that. Forum badge, somewhat unappealing. Don't even participate in the Q&As. Rune Metrics discount, I don't use Rune Metrics. I don't even know what this is, monthly prize draw, like are they making that up? I don't know. But that was pretty quick. I mean, the benefits, I mean, they're not all that interesting. I just figured I'd smash these out pretty quick. I'm more interested in the updates than this crap Premier Club. Player-owned updates and drops. What? Okay, here we go. We're getting into the stuff here. This is the good stuff. Clue Scroll Booster. Similar to the Clue Scroll Overhaul, this would add new rewards, new clues, changes to how you do clue scrolls, and quality of life improvements. Love it. I would love to see like a new tier of clue again. Oh my god, clues are so good, dude. They're so good. Give me clues that you can only get from doing like Rax, Solok, Telos raids. Give me like a godly tier clue like that, and it's like rare as hell. Like that, how cool would that be? You get this rare as hell clue drop that can only be gotten from high level bosses, and oh my god, I'm hyping myself up so much, and they don't mention anything even close to that. This is why I hate doing these surveys, because I get so excited and then nothing ever happens. But maybe this video will be fun for you guys to get hyped with me a little bit. Player owned town. A player built hub town using construction to erect buildings. Recruit NPCs to come live in your town as you act as mayor. That don't sound that dope to me. Somewhat unappealing, I must say. I really must. Player-owned Adventurers Guild. A new guild founded by you. Attract adventurers from quests. Send them on guild missions like ports, or join them in guild quests. Okay, that's better than the player-owned town, but I don't really like that either, to be honest. I'm putting neither. That doesn't something that sounds good to me, but it doesn't sound too bad either. Rare drop table booster. Most training and monsters roll on the rare drop table if you get lucky. This would be an overhaul to improve that drop table, adding new items. Sounds okay. I'll put somewhat appealing for that. I'm not sure what new items they could add. Are they talking about new items unique to the rare drop table? That would be maybe interesting. I'll put somewhat. That's a good somewhat. The World Army. A player-owned army recruited and outfitted by you. Complete army quests and raid army dungeons as you protect the world. Are they mobilizing armies, guys? Am I tripping here? This one doesn't. That doesn't sound great to me. I don't know. That just sounds weird. I'm gonna put somewhat unappealing for that. Kind of just a strange one. I don't know. Oh my God. Did I just divine from the heaven almost exactly the idea of what I was talking about? Golden clue scrolls. Get lucky and find golden clue scrolls as you train. These clue scrolls guarantee high value or double items when you complete them. I love clue scrolls. I love them. Do them all. Do everything. Do this. Do my idea. Add everything. Clue scrolls. I love them. We need a clue scroll update every year or I'm quitting. No, that's not true. But that sounds awesome. I really like that idea. But I like my idea more, but this idea it's a good start. So keep it up. Love clue scrolls. Player-owned Bathyscapes. Okay, Bathyscapes. Own a submarine to explore the sea floor. Complete ports-like voyages or explore yourself. I'll give that a neither. That's kind of similar to the Adventurers Guild in my head. That doesn't sound all that exciting. Like this sounds like it would be a big effort. I'd rather have a new skill or something like that rather than something like this. Like The player-owned stuff is cool, but they don't need to spam it out or have tons of it. I don't know. That's meh for me. Dungeons as drops. Drops from skilling in combat that gives you entrance to a dungeon, likely for a certain period of time. Gain enhanced resources and XP from the dungeons. I like that kind of, that sounds exactly like maps from Path of Exile. If you play Path of Exile, that sounds like maps to me, and I would like that. That'd be cool, especially if they're randomly generated. And hopefully there would be more difficult ones. That actually, I like that one a lot. I really like that one. I'd love to see that. Maps from PoE in RuneScape. Sign me up. That sounds awesome. And like maybe they can have modifiers. Oh my god. If they just literally took maps from PoE and put them in, that would be so cool. And that sounds very similar. So I like that one. I like that one a lot. Alright. Land Out of Time base camp expansion. New buildings, new benefits, additional tiers for your base camp on the Land Out of Time comes with extra totems. Damn, there's already so many benefits. I would say somewhat appealing for that. I'd be fine with it, although it's not something I would be super hyped about, but that one's pretty cool, actually. I like that. That's a cool one. And they definitely need to do something, because like let you do something with your resources, I would think. So that'd be cool. That'd be cool. All right. All right. Player-owned transport links. Set up a player-owned shop and level up transport links with various cities. These act like managing miscellanea, offering rewards over time. How the hell does that? That doesn't sound like miscellanea at all to me. But I don't really like transport links. I don't like the name of that. That just sounds weird. That just sounds really weird. I don't know. I don't like that, but I saw the next one and I was like, they should just do that instead. Managing Miscellanea Remastered. A graphical facelift, huge improvements to rewards and convenience, level up and improve Miscellanea for rewards. That sounds awesome. I would put somewhat appealing for that. I'm not like super hyped for it, but I would love to see that over this weird new way called transport links. I would definitely prefer to see remastered version of Managing Miscellanea. That's pretty cool and that's pretty dope. I like that idea. I would like to see that. I'm definitely not too hyped on any of these player-owned things. They all sound kind of strange to me, but let me know if you like any of these. Pet Park. Okay, a serene location to see all your pets, level up your pets, gain traits, and send them on pet quests that are pet versions of existing quests. What? What, dude? Like, what? I don't like that idea that much, personally. That's just weird. It's just a weird one. It's like you're playing Nintendogs in RuneScape. Nah, that one I don't like too much, personally. Like, don't they have, like, the menagerie in your house? Does that not work? I don't know if you can actually put your boss pets in there or not. Probably not, right? I don't know. But either way, I don't think that one sounds that great. Boss Drop Rework Project. A project that looks critically at the drops of less played and less lucrative bosses and improves them. King Black Dragon, Dagonoth Kings, etc. I don't know. Well, maybe. I don't know. Like, because the problem is, I don't think Dagonoth Kings have a problem, because their bones are good. But the problem is that these bosses aren't even worth it to kill at the level that they're aimed at, which, yeah, so that it is a problem. I'm not interested or disinterested in that one. I would say it probably should be done, but I don't think it's that important. But the bosses should be worth it to kill at the level that they're intended for, and right now they're not. So yeah, that one was interesting. I wasn't expecting something like that. Okay, player-owned skilling dungeon. Gain golden skilling locations as drops when skilling, then install them in your own personal dungeon without any competition. I mean, what skill plots even have competition anymore, aside from maybe woodcutting? Which, like, it actually doesn't have competition. Like, there's no problem. You're not going to have a problem finding a world for any type of woodcutting in today's day and age. So I don't see the need for that. Mining and smithing rework was all about removing the competition from mining. Fishing, there's no competition. Divination, I wouldn't call that competition. unless they're talking about Hunter, but like, nah. I don't think that one. I'm giving that one my lowest possible rating because that one sounds pointless. But anyways, that is that page for me. The player-owned updates and drops. Super hope they do some more clue scroll stuff. I'm now like almost obsessed with my idea of having high-level clue, really rare drops that are just insane loot. But they're probably not going to do that. The golden clues, those sound cool. But other than that, there's not a whole lot of stuff on here that's really that awesome. I love the maps from PoE idea. That sounds awesome. Dungeons as drops. Everything else, the player-owned stuff, pretty meh. I would like to see a Miscellanea remaster. And yeah, the player-owned stuff is just like not that exciting. But that's that page for me. You guys can leave your comments on if you had any different opinions, but that's what I thought was worth it. Let's see. How often should we launch various types of combat content? Easier solo bosses like Queen Black Dragon and Barrows. Every 2 years? I don't know. I feel like there's enough of that content in the game to get you through that stage and then up to something like God Wars 2. So I would say every 2 years. Combat dungeons, or I mean I could say not at all. I don't know. Do they really need more easier solo bosses? No, they not. I don't feel like the solo bosses at the low level are full up. Like I don't think they really need more. I'm gonna put not at all for that. Combat dungeons, do they mean like elite dungeons? Or what does that mean? Like Slayer dungeon? I don't know. I don't know what that means. That's not specific enough for me to make a decision. So I'm gonna put every 1 year. Because I don't understand. If they're talking about elite dungeons, I'd be cool with an elite dungeon every year. If they're talking about a Slayer dungeon, I'd probably be cool with a Slayer dungeon every year too. So I'm just gonna leave it at 1 year and go with it. Easier multiplayer / massable bosses. Oh, they're lumping God Wars generals in with. They're not calling those solo bosses. Come on, come on. That's ridiculous that they're not. You can solo those bosses at like low level. Not efficiently, of course, but I was assuming that they would lump the God Wars bosses in with that. Easier multiplayer / massable bosses. I like how they put Calfight King under easier bosses. That's interesting. It's certainly an easy boss, but it is high level. I would just put, I don't know, like I don't want more God Wars 1 level bosses coming into the game, but more Calfight King level bosses would be okay. I'll put every 2 years for that. That's fine. Slayer mobs. I'll put every 9 months or every 6. There's that. Like I don't like I would like to see every 6 months. They should have Slayer mobs. I like new Slayer mobs. So I would like to see more of those. And they're not as big as like a boss. So I would hard multiplayer bosses, Virago raids, etc. Every 1 year. Yeah. For like a hard group boss, once a year would be fine for me. Oh, Elite Dungeons is down here. Okay, Slayer Dungeons, I'm going to move that to every 9 months. If it's not like Elite Dungeons. And I would like Elite Dungeons every 1 year. Hard solo bosses, every month. Every month, give me a new hard solo boss. I know that's completely unrealistic and will never happen, but I'm actually going to put that as my vote because hard solo bosses are my favorite thing in the game. Telos, I love Telos. Such a good boss. I'm putting that. You might, you can call me stupid, but whatever. I know it's not going to happen. Every 3 months would be ridiculous. Well, maybe not ridiculous, but they wouldn't do that. Every 6 months would be reasonable for them to do. But I'm putting every month because I want them. I want them as often as I can get them. And then group bosses, every now and then. Every now and then's fine. So I'll put I'm going to change every 9 months for hard multiplayer bosses. That's fine. Every 1 year is a bit too slow. So yeah, those are my opinions. I mean, obviously these are going to be super variable based on your actual PVM experience and what you like. But that's what I put. You guys, let me know what your thoughts are on that. Let's move on. We have considered making planned and frequent changes to the combat meta This would mean that the best weapons, armors, mobs, etc. would change reasonably regularly, requiring you to change your strategies when playing. No, no, no. Very unappealing. Do not do that. Don't make the best weapons and armors different. No, no, no. Unless it's like new stuff being released that's, you know, a slight upgrade or a little better, like Tier 92 armor was. I don't want to have like several different Tier 90 armor sets that are different or are better at random times. No, no, no. 0 out of 10 idea right there. I don't want to have RS turn into PoE with the League mechanics. I'm just going to keep pulling on PoE. The maps, great. This, terrible idea. Terrible. 0 out of 10. Do not do that. That's my opinion, at least. If we were to make changes so that the best weapons, blah, 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 how would you like that to be implemented? Don't do it. That's how I would like. Don't do it at all. 1 change a week? Are you on crack? Who would ever want that? If you want this, please make your case in the comments, because I can't see the appeal whatsoever. That sounds terrible. Okay, anyways. RuneScape will be attempting a different approach to content, something called a remaster. Okay, do they really have to explain to you what a remaster is? Jesus Christ. This takes existing game content like areas, bosses, dungeons, training methods, and updates them graphically, rectifies bugs, and adds new elements to play and complete. If we were to remaster such content, how important is it that the following things are included? A graphical improvement of the area, characters, etc. I would say that's very important in a remaster. You need to bring it up to speed with the rest of the game if you're going to bother updating it at all. Especially if it's going to be like some of those older quests. If you don't bring those graphics up and you call it a remaster, you're effing yourself. So, very important. New challenges that give you something new to achieve with a remaster. With a remaster, you gotta have that. If it's a rework, or like if it's just a graphical update, that's fine. But if it's a remaster as they are saying it, I would say they really would need to have that. Fixes and functionality improvements, obviously important. New rewards and new challenges are like the same thing. I don't understand why they have those separate. New surprises that make it exciting, I would say that's also important. Retaining a sense of familiarity, I can't speak, familiarity, so it's still the update you remember. Moderately important. That's not that important. Like it can change a significant amount in a remaster, I would say. I would say that's even only slightly important if they want to be feisty with it. New stories to play that explore the background of the content. That sounds moderately important to me. Rebalancing of rewards to make it worth doing, extremely important. That needs to be done with like so many things in the game. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on remastering content and what's important. There you go. How appealing do you find the above remaster concept? I would say it's neither appealing nor unappealing. It depends on what they do. Like it really depends hard on what is remastered and how they approach it, and like it's far too ambiguous to like, you know, say if I would want it or not, I would say. So I would say neither. But I'm definitely leaning more towards the appealing than the unappealing, but I'm still definitely on the fence as neither. Okay. How appealing are each of the following proposed combat updates for RuneScape? Sorry guys, I need to take a little break and get a drink here. God damn. Alright, we're jumping back into it here. King Black Dragon Remastered, making the KBD a more challenging and more rewarding boss that is worth doing, and adding a quest that reunites him with his Dragon Rider. See, does that mean the existing fight is going to be changed, or they're going to add a new fight? Because if they're going to add a new fight, I would like that a lot. I'm going to put somewhat appealing for that one, because it's not 100% clear, but I think the KBD could really use a look, because it hasn't been changed since it, like, for forever. The graphics on it are fine, though, I think. High-level cow and chicken dungeon. Jesus Christ. Why should a dungeon always be serious? Fight the iconic cows and chickens of RuneScape leveled up to be a challenge for anyone. I don't really like that. I don't know. Like, there's being funny and jokey, and then there's just, like, kind of stupid. I don't know. Maybe I'm just cynical. Whatever. That's my opinion on it. Somewhat unappealing. Boss Hub, a place for PvM players to gather, find groups, and teleport to bosses, and for new players to get into bossing with boss-specific armors and recommended orders. People wouldn't use this. I'm sorry, but it's true. I just don't think people would use this, in my opinion. But I'll put neutral, because they could, I don't know. Don't put too much time into it. Try it out as a thing. And then when it probably fails, don't worry about it. That's my opinion on that one. Neutral. I don't think people would use it. Big Game Slayer. Unlock the ability to fight the large dinosaurs from Anachronia. Giant Slayer bosses that really challenge your abilities. I like. Very appealing. That sounds awesome. Those dinosaurs are really, really cool. And it'd be cool to fight them if you can. Player-owned raidable dungeons. In addition to player-owned dungeons, allowing you to set up a raidable dungeon for others to attempt. If they fail, you gain XP and drops. I actually like that idea a lot. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's just a cool idea. I would definitely say thumbs up on that one. That just sounds cool. But not amazing. Like, what does the person get if they complete it? Do they get to steal some of your shit? That'd be funny. But no, they wouldn't have that happen. But that sounds cool. I like that one. We'll put somewhat appealing for that. Skill and combat boss. A massable boss that can be taken down by your choice of combat or skilling. Skills can make it easier for combat players to take it down and vice versa. Now, a skilling boss is something they've attempted a lot, or they haven't attempted. They've brought it up a lot in the past, and it's never really followed through or happened. And I think Big Game Hunter is an amazing skilling boss concept. So I don't really see the need for something like this to happen. I'm going to put neutral on it. It doesn't sound bad, but it doesn't sound great either. So I'll just leave myself neutral for that one. Slayer Tower Remastered, a graphical improvement. Didn't they just graphically improve it pretty recently? New rooms, new elite mobs, and a dedicated quest. I mean, yeah, that sounds alright. I always like a new quest. And it'd be cool to see some new elite mobs as well. So I'm fine with that. I'm just surprised that they even put that on there, because I feel like it was not all that long ago that it was originally graphically updated to its current state. But that's that. The Slayer Tower as an elite dungeon. See the Slayer dungeon in a new light as you complete a new story that takes you to an trip through an elite dungeon. I'd rather see the remaster with new elite mobs. I don't think this... Well, I'm going to put neutral for that, because I feel like it could be cool if they did it right, but at the same time, I mean, I'd rather see the remaster. That sounded cooler to me with the new elite mobs, and it doesn't really make sense as an elite dungeon. I don't know. Although it could be cool. It could be cool. They'd have to convince me on that one, but I like the thought. It's totally, I totally didn't expect to see that. That's really interesting. So I like the thought. I like where your head's at, Jagex. Fight Caves and Jad Remastered. Okay. A graphical improvement, reward improvement, including new fire cape, elite dungeon, and new... Why are they talking about elite dungeons so much? Calm the fuck down. Elite dungeon and new game mode for the fight caves. See, I wish they didn't say it was a remaster of the fight caves. I wish they just said that this was an entirely new thing in the Tazar area. Why they got to change the existing fight caves? I think the existing fight caves should not be changed. They should stay as they are. They're so iconic and just everything. I mean, they're not really the biggest challenge nowadays, but still. I'm going to put neutral, because the whole idea of having a new thing in the Tazar area, a new cape challenge, a new maybe elite dungeon apparently, I don't know, I don't really care about that part of it, but a new cape challenge for the current state of the game and stuff sounds really cool, but I don't want it to be a Jad remaster. I'd like to have just a new thing. So that kind of sits on, both ends of the spectrum for me. Something I want, but I don't want to lose. So I'll leave myself neutral for that one. Hostilius the Autocrat. I remember this concept. Yeah, mentioned by ModPie at RuneFest 2017. I was about to say ModPie. An Abyssal boss and raid, taking you deep into the abyss to defeat him. It sounded really cool when he talked about it at RuneFest, so I'm going to put somewhat appealing for that. I don't really like group bosses all that much, but he kind of talked about it would be scaling for any amount of players. So I'll put somewhat for that one. Sounds like it could be cool. They don't really give you any detail on it here, but it sounds nice. God Wars Dungeon Remastered. What is Elite Dungeon again? Can they stop? Can they not make everything into an Elite Dungeon, please? Jesus Christ. Where's the chill? Like, no, just give me God Wars Dungeon 3. I don't like that. I don't want them to change God Wars Dungeon. I really don't. A new boss? But there'll be a new boss. Gah! Gah! Why you gotta be like this? I'm changing it to neutral because I want new boss. But damn it. I'd love a new boss for the original God Wars. But I don't know what it would be. Like, because they already have AOD down there. I don't know. Ah! Like, I don't want them to change. Damn it. Why do they have to lump these all together? Don't make it an Elite Dungeon either. Like, what the fuck? Or maybe they could. I'm so split on there's too many ideas packed into one vote here for me to keep myself. I'm just sticking with the neutral. That one's too complicated for me. Because, like, I thought about having an Elite Dungeon. I was like, no, that's stupid. But then I was like, but wait. They could have, like, a different version of each of the bosses as you go through the Elite Dungeon. And then could be, like, a final battle with, like, I don't know. It could be cool. Elite Dungeons are, like, such a tease because they have such cool concepts and ideas that could be executed within them. And it just sparks so much in your mind. And then a new boss in God Wars Dungeon. But I don't want them to change the way it is currently. Reward improvement, like, what does that mean? Like, they're not about to change you getting, like, Bandos and Armadillo drops, are they? Or like, what are they going to do? Are they just going to make the normal drops better? That could be fine. I don't know. I'm sticking neutral. God, they're the worst. They're the worst. More early game bosses. No. No. The Giant Mole. Barrows Brothers. No, thank you. Aiming to get more players into bossing and add new rewards to the game. I'll tell you right now. Giant Mole and Barrows does not get players into bossing. It just that ain't it. All right, that's not the way it's gonna happen, in my opinion. Terrible idea. Terrible. Frankly, ridiculous. All right, moving on. Abyssal Slayer Dungeon, a new Slayer dungeon dedicated to the theme of the abyss. I don't know about that. Nah, I don't really like that. I don't like it. I don't like it all that much. I'm not a big fan of that. I'd rather see the boss. Would rather see the boss. Not too excited for that. New dragons, mining and smithing rework. New dragons to fight, all from the metals used in the mining and smithing rework. Includes the fabled dragon. That's funny. Yeah, I would put somewhat appealing for that, although I'm not sure how they would go about it, considering the Rune Dragon, which is now the tier 50, is a pretty tough monster. How are they going to make a Elder Rune Dragon? Like, how tough is that going to be? That's going to be like Telos if they go down that route, but I like the idea a little bit. Could be cool and be nice to see. Metal dragons are just some of the cooler mobs in the game, in my opinion, so I'd like to see some more of those. Grouping system improvements. Wow, they tell you already that it's something that they need to do. A critical rework of the grouping system to make it much easier to find teams. Includes the ability to flag yourself as looking for group and then carry on training. I think, yes, something like the dungeon finder in WoW is so good, but the way the roles and dungeons work in WoW is so different from RuneScape, but it's something they need to address it because the grouping system is cheeks right now. So I'm going to put somewhat appealing for that. Landslides, randomly generated Slayer dungeons. Find random dungeons around the game world or gain teleports to them from monster drops. Enter and clear them on your own or with friends for rewards. I don't really like the way it would be random. So like if you see one pop up, you have to drop what you're doing to go do it. So, I'm going to put somewhat unappealing for that. Like, I wish they weren't random. But then it would just end up being like maps from PoE again. That makes me think about maybe putting neutral for it. I'm gonna put neutral for it because it's kind of in the same vein as that. Like if you got it as a monster drop, so we'll leave it at that. Pernix, Virtus, and Torva Dungeon, an elite dungeon that takes you through a new area dedicated to the God Wars generals Pernix, Virtus, and Torva. I kind of like that. I don't know what's up with them going so hardcore on elite dungeons right now. They already had 3 of them in the last year or so, ish, right? Yeah, about a year, a little over a year since. But they had 3 of them in the year of the the cycle, whatever. But I like that actually. I'm gonna put. Have I put super appealing for anything for Big Game Slayer? I'll put super appealing for that because I actually that sounds really cool. I like those kind of guys or whatever you want to call them. Those characters. Slayer bosses. Yup. Yes. I would love to see I would love to see some more Slayer bosses. Kind of like how Old School has them. That sounds awesome. Would like to see it. Land Out of Time Slayer / Elite Dungeon. A dungeon beneath the Land Out of Time featuring dinosaur bosses, a new narrative, and Slayer mobs to fight. Yep. They need to put something in that little hole in near Laniakia, and this would be the perfect thing. They really would. And it better have boss in it. Better have at least one boss. If it's an elite dungeon, it'll have several boss, but it better have a fucking huge dinosaur boss, because that would, how can you not? How can you not, JX? You really gotta. But yeah, these last 3 all sound great, and they're all pretty similar, to be honest. But that's the end of the section. Overall, some pretty good stuff in here. Most of it sounded decent enough. Just don't put more early game bosses, please, God. If they're gonna be on the level of Giant Mole and Barrows, just don't bother. But I was really torn on a lot of these. I would definitely say, like, Slayer Tower as an elite dungeon, like, I don't know, I'd rather see the remaster. Like I said, the fight caves, that one's really pissing me off. Like, I don't want them to F with the current fight caves, but this, like, a new, like, right now the fight caves and the Tokar Cape, the fight kiln, are pretty easy in today's current meta. If they add a new fight, waves thing that's like really tough, kind of like how Old School has the Inferno that's really, really tough. I think that'd just be awesome. But I don't want them to change the current fight caves, so that's why I'm torn on that one. But anyways, those are my thoughts on those ones. You guys can let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we're gonna move on. Let's not linger too long. We're already got a long ass video coming here, and it's gonna be even longer. Good Lord. So much for 25 to 35 minutes. I guess that's what happens when you're making a video and talking about every single thing. But here we go. How appealing are each of the following updates? Already Remastered. A graphical rework and changes made to the area, more explorable with new stories, items, rooms, and dungeons to find. I'm going to put unappealing for that. I think Artie's in a perfectly fine place with the way it has the entire amazing elf quest line starting within it, and the whole area of West Artie. I think it's in a fine place. It's not something that needs to be looked at right now for a remaster. Karamja Remastered, a graphical rework and changes to make the area more explorable with new stories, items, rooms, and dungeons to find. I would say Karamja is somewhere that could do for a remaster, because you hardly ever go there nowadays for anything. Do you? Yeah. Yeah, I would say that one could be a good candidate versus Artie. I don't think Artie would be that good. Varrock Remastered. I'll put neutral for that. Varrock's pretty old, iconic city, but it has kind of fallen out of favor ever since Prif came out, so that one's kind of up in the air for me. Karamja, I think, could do it better, and Artie would be a worse one than Varrock, so there you go. Oh my god, no. Well, auto chess, I don't even really, I pretty much don't know what it is at all, to be honest. I've never played it. Don't really know much about it, but it doesn't, I've seen stuff on it. It doesn't look like something I would enjoy, so I'll put somewhat unappealing for that. Actually, I'm going to put very unappealing, because Jagex would fuck it up. We all know. They say it's be a game mode. Does that mean it's going to be a different game? It's not going to be a mini game because they'll mess it up. They don't do good with different games. They just don't. They need to stick with RuneScape. I'm going to put unappealing for that. You can rage at me if you love auto chess, whatever. That's just my opinion. It's my opinion, my survey. You guys can just, whatever. Oh god. RuneScape card battler and collection system. Gain cards from drops and fight every major NPC in card game battles. Earn cards from these battles. Is this frickin' Hearthstone all of a sudden? Nah. I'm going to put somewhat unappealing for that. That sounds a little better than the auto chess, but nah. Nah, didn't they already try to make a Hearthstone with that Chronicle Legends, whatever the hell? Like, don't, you tried. You tried, boss. Don't try again. You can't do it. When reveals Camdozal? What in the fuck? The Elder God when? Oh, it's an Elder God. Rises up from her sleep and reveals Camdozal, the ruined dwarven city of the Imkondo. Ooh, I like that. That sounds cool. I like the dwarves. A new dwarven city? That'd be pretty sick, actually. I'm gonna put very appealing. That sounds dope. That sounds dope. Would love to see that. That's a really cool one. New area. Oh my god. What is this? Pokemon? Pet Battler? All of your pets gain combats. Nah. Stop. Stop, bro. They need to not with these weird game mode ideas. I don't think so. The Dark Side of Xanaris. Ooh, a new area to explore in Xanaris where the sun never touches. Meet dark fairies. Ooh, that sounds sick. I would love to see that. Imagine. Oh, damn, that sounds so cool. I definitely put that. Castle Wars Remastered, please. Just chill. Nah. Graphical improvement, new game modes. Ooh, including cooperative mode. Ooh, I changed my mind. Neutral. More rewards, a quest, and a clan cup. A quest? What? Who cares about the clan cup? More rewards. Okay. You convinced me with the cooperative mode. I would like kind of to see that. Different modes. Okay. All right. Could be okay. Could be terrible. I'll put neutral. I'll stay neutral for that. For Rin3 Returns, the needle is used again, this time to bring the wilderness of the Third Age God Wars into the modern day. The wilderness becomes a war zone. Okay. I'll put somewhat appealing for that. But if it's going to be new content in the wild and you have to, like, it's still going to be PvP, then I wouldn't like it. So the whole idea of seeing the old wilderness of the God War era sounds really, really cool, but I wouldn't want to have to deal with new content in the wild, especially if it's like got quests and stuff. So I'm going to just leave it as somewhat appealing for that. And that's this whole section actually done. I would say the Dark Side of Xanaris sounds really cool. The Dwarven City sounds really cool. Forin 3.1 sounds okay. And then the remasters are like middle of the road for me. All the new game modes that they talk about is just like, nah, dog. I wouldn't go for those. That's my opinion, though. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments on these. And let's move on. Let's not linger. Esports? What? Competitive game modes in video games in general. I would say I'm somewhat interested in esports. I dabble there here and there with watching some stuff. Competitive game modes in RuneScape, I'm just not interested at all, personally. That's just me. That's just me. Okay? Not going to say anything else about it. I think there are things that they could do that would be cool, but I wouldn't probably be that interested in them. So that's me. That's me, guys. All right. When engaging in competitive gaming, how interested are you in the following game modes? Okay, well, competitive gaming. When do you ever watch a competitive game someone's doing PVM? Like, never. Right? Well, I mean, it depends on what you classify as competitive gaming. Like, if I'm out there doing a Telos streak, is that competitive gaming? I don't know if I would call it that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like this section. I just don't like this section at all to begin with. So yeah, I just ugh. I don't like this section. Like, I don't even want to answer these questions. Can I not? I'm going to try and not answer those because I don't like those personally. That they don't do a, like, they should try to define what give me an example. Like, obviously, team-based, like CSGO. There you go. There's your example for that. Solo PvP, you know, like whatever. Fortnite. I don't know. But then, like, give me any example of solo PVM competitive gaming? I don't know. Do they consider, like, bossing on RuneScape to count as that? I don't know. I don't like this section. I don't like it. How often do you do the following when engaging with or participating in competitive gaming? Playing competitive game modes. Every now and then I play, probably once every 3 months. Watching videos of streamers/influencers playing competitive game modes, not live. Probably once a month, 1 to 3 times a week, maybe. Watching live streams, never. Never do I do that. Uploading, I never upload competitive gaming, really. Okay, can I skip? Please let me skip. God damn it. God, they won't let me skip. I don't know what the hell to put for this, guys. I really don't. I'm just going to put slightly interested for all of them. I hate that section. That's my vote against the section. F you. You said that you engage in esports by playing competitive game modes. What are the reasons why? I'm not interested in the unique rewards. I don't play because I'm part of a clan. I just play casually. That's pretty much it. I'm mainly thinking of Rocket League, where I used to play like legit professionally, but now I just play for fun. But it's still, I play like ranked supposedly competitive. I would say I just play casually. That's all I would say. You said that you engage in esports by watching them. I'm interested in the finals for like CSGO and stuff. And that's about it. Well, I guess I'm interested in the regular live streams as well, like the other games. But I don't like. Can we get off the esports topic? Thank you. Fuck, dude. We are considering some alternatives to double XP weekends. Please rate the following statements. I don't like any of them. There you go. That's my assessment. Double drop weekend. They did this once, if you guys remember, a long time ago, and I liked it at the time, but now I think it's stupid. That would be terrible. No. Don't do it. Don't do the double drops, please. Double resource weekend, where the resources gained from skilling are doubled, but the XP is not. I think that one's okay. Neutral on that one. Well, no. If I'm going to be negative about the drops, I should also be... Alright. This one, very unappealing because it's bonus XP. Fuck your MTX. Luck weekend. A weekend where the chance of receiving highly sought after items like dies. No. You know what? Very unappealing for all of these. F your stupid weekends, dog. F that. Alright? F that shit. I'm tired of it. Don't do them at all anymore. Don't even do a double XP weekend. See if I care. Alright? Sounds terrible. Ugh. Okay, that I can't lie. I have purchased treasure hunter keys before, just to do one of the promos. So I'm not gonna lie on the survey, but it was kind of a long time ago. I think probably between 3 and 5 years ago, and it was. I think I spent like $20. But yeah, I've bought them. A lot of people have bought them. I'm not like ashamed of it or anything. It's not something I've spent thousands of dollars or even hundreds of dollars on. But don't want to lie on the survey. But it's not like I don't like MTX. I really don't. But yeah, there you go. The truth hurts. Am I right? You said that you spend less on treasure hunter or have stopped spending altogether. Why is this? I am not interested in GP prizes. Strongly agree with that. I'm rich enough to not care about what you get off treasure hunter. I have not had disposable income to spend on treasure hunter. Strongly disagree with that. I don't like / have a use for bonus experience. Strongly agree with that. I'm not interested in weapons and lucky weapons and crap. Strongly agree. I don't like the cosmetic items. Strongly agree. I don't have a use for the direct experience. Strongly agree. I'm maxed out. I think treasure hunter provides poor value for the money. It absolutely does. It's too expensive. It absolutely is too expensive. I don't have use for any of the garbage you get off Treasure Hunter. I don't even spin my free keys anymore. I really don't. The items released are not appropriate for RuneScape. Absolute fact. I'm tired of MTX. Absolute fact. There you go. The truth hurts, Jagex. Fuck off. Are there any other areas where you think Treasure Hunter could be improved or any feature which is missing? Remove Treasure Hunter. There you go. There you go. That's what you should do. F you. When was the last time you purchased an item from Solomon's store? Purchased an item, like, not with real money? Within the last 6 months, I've bought stuff on my hardcore with bonds on there. I think bank space and some stuff. Solomon's store is fine. I have no problem with that. Within the last 6 months, yeah, that's definitely right. Okay. Think about how much you have spent on Solomon's store compared to 6 months ago. I mean, I usually just buy one-time purchase, like, stuff on there. But I would say I spend about the same, like, but it's going to go down in the future. So, there you go. Oh my god, why did they ask me so many questions about this? You said that you spend more, about the same on Solomon's store. Why is that? My spend on Solomon's store has made my experience more fun/compelling. No, it's just for convenience. It's just because you force me to buy it to be able to have shit in my bank as an Iron Man, pretty much. It definitely does not provide good value for money. It's a fucking ripoff. I can more easily afford Solomon's store. I would somewhat agree with that because it's cheaper in terms of like bonds per what you get. The offers and contents in Solomon's store have become more compelling. Okay, I guess. I can access more content thanks to my spend on Solomon's store. I don't know. Whatever. No, I don't think they're visually... Well, I want them to do more Solomon's store and less Treasure Hunter, so I'm going to pretend like they're visually appealing to me. Don't tell them, guys. Don't tell them. It's a secret. The items released in the last... no. I don't know. This fucking sucks, dude. What should they add? I don't know. Add more interesting looking cosmetics. It's more to do with the game itself and how the game looks, and not... I don't know. I'm just gonna put that because that'll probably annoy them. But yeah, that is... I don't really know, guys. To be honest, I'm not putting too much thought into this. All right, we're moving on. What is the minimum number of quests you think should be released each year? Minimum number. 3. No, 4. Yeah, 4. 4 is fine. Minimum 4. Minimum. Okay, this is a minimum. They said minimum. 4. That's fine by me. If anyone puts 30, you're high as a kite. How long is the minimum time you think a quest should take to play through? Okay, if 30 minutes is as low as you let me go, I'm going to put that. Minimum time? Well, are you using a guide or are you not? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to put 60 minutes because I bet they're going for not a guide. I don't know. Minimum time? Like if it's a super easy quest, I'll put 60 minutes. How important is it to you that quests include brand new models, environments, etc.? Moderately important. Not too important, but moderately. At least, you know, one of those 4 quests should have a decent amount of new stuff. There you go. How important is story in non-quest updates like dungeons, bosses, skill training methods, etc.? Not important, in my opinion. I don't really care a whole lot about the story in a boss update. It's not important. They can add it if they want, but I don't care. Please indicate your level of appeal for the following quests. The World Wakes 2, a heist into the sleeping chambers of an elder god with the Guardians of Guthix. Well, if it's anything like the World Wakes 1, I would love it. So I'm going to put very appealing. I love the World Wakes. It's a great quest. And that sounds cool, too. Desert Treasure 2, a quest to recover 4 lost Zerosian Majorat featuring Azandra unlocks new spells. I love it. I love quests. Give me them all. Temple at Sentiston 2, Zeros returns to the dig site and enters an area that hasn't been previously discovered. That one doesn't sound as cool. Somewhat appealing, though. Doesn't sound as cool. New curses, though. I would like that. New Elf Storyline Quest, a 6th Age quest that brings Prif and Tardiad together as the elves of the two worlds must face a terrible threat from their past. I'm going to be honest, I frickin' hate Tardiad. I don't like it. I don't like the stuff you have to do there. I don't like the monsters that are there. And I just don't like it. So I'm going to put neutral for that, because I think it could still be cool. They'd probably still make it cool, but I don't like it as much as the other ideas. Back to the God Wars quest. Using the needle, travel back to Farinthri with a group of other characters during the God Wars. This kind of ties into that other one that they were talking about, and that's somewhat appealing to me. The Slayer Master Trials Skill Cape Quest, a quest that requires 99 Slayer pass the trials and become an actual Slayer Master. I'll put somewhat appealing for that. That sounds pretty cool. Interesting to see that they'd be willing to release a quest with such a requirement, to be honest. Would it be required for Quest Cape? The Scandal. Would have to see. White Knight Finale. Enter the top ranks with the White Knights and gain top ranked armor. A Black Knight vs. White Knight 6th Age tale. I would like to see the White Knight story finished. I love Sir Tiffy. Yes, I would like that. That's a good one. Dragon Slayer 2. Oh my god, it's old school. A dragonkin has moved its consciousness into a dragon and is threatening Gielinor. Bring Robert the Strong back to help defeat it. I'll put somewhat appealing. It sounds kind of cool. I would love to see Bob the Cat return for some more quests, but it doesn't sound that dope, you know? Like, not that dope, but still, somewhat. The Origins of Zaros. Jesus Christ, this is a long page. Okay, we're almost done with this bit. Much has been said about the Origins of Zaros, but Zaros knows most of it to be lies. Travel into his mind space to find out what made him the Empty Lord. I'm not that interested in that one, to be honest. Sounds like a lot of lore, and I'm not too into the lore. But I'm not going to put unappealing for any quest, I don't think, because I love quests so much. The Death of the Wise Old Man. Never mind, so unappealing. The wise old man has been murdered. You are confident the killer has attended his funeral, so attend and investigate who or what killed him. Actually, that sounds dope as fuck. Murder Mystery 2. I would like that, actually. I would love to do that and, like, actually, like, kind of role play it for a video. I kind of like that idea. But why has it got to be the wise old man? Damn, F. But still, I kind of like it. But I kind of like it. I'm going to just leave it at that. Who is the Raptor quest? The Raptor is a little bitch, and I hate him. That's who he is. Mercenaries from another world arrive and demand that the Raptor is handed to them. Find out who the Raptor is and what their origin means for RuneScape. Nah. I'm going to actually put unappealing for that one. That one sounds kind of meh. I don't really like that. I don't like the Raptor as a character. Araxor quest. Form a group with a number of renowned vampires and raid Araxor's lair for a secret cave that holds a vampire treasure thought lost. Damn, that sounds so cool. Yes, yes, do it. More vampire quests. Araxor, everything. Give it to me. Yes, I love it. Okay, moving on. Recent even non-quest updates, like the Land Out of Time and Breaking the Storm, have tried to build a coherent, ongoing storyline. Were you aware that this was happening? Yes, I was aware, and I liked the Breaking the Storm event for that reason. So yes, I was aware. I'm not oblivious. Are you interested in the current storyline, which includes Karapak, Thok, the Needle Artifact, and the Elder Gods? I would say I'm moderately interested in this storyline, although not too interested, alright? You know, I'm not that interested, alright? Calm down. But moderately. Okay. I wasn't aware. Does an ongoing story make you more or less interested in upcoming updates? It slightly increases my interest. Just a little bit, alright? Not too much, but slightly. Slightly. Okay. Do you think updates like bosses, dungeons, skill training methods, and more should be tied to the ongoing storyline of Karapak and the Elder Gods? No, not always. Doesn't have to be, no. I wouldn't say. Not all updates. I would say, like, how much are they now? I don't know. Less than they are now, because I wouldn't say that they should be really. I don't know is an interesting option, but I don't think they should be really, like, unless they're directly influencing the story itself, in my opinion. Okay, moving on. We're interested in exploring the human kingdoms in future content. Please rate the following aspects according to how much they interest you. Politics and rivalries between the kingdoms. That's okay. Somewhat appealing. Saradominus and Zamorakian religion in the kingdoms. That's somewhat appealing. That's somewhat appealing. Open warfare between the kingdoms. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, actually. Kind of like another world event. Skullduggery, assassinations, etc. Gotta love assassinations. Very appealing. History of the human tribes in the 4th Age and how the kingdoms were formed. Ooh, that sounds actually cool. I don't know why I'm liking these so much, but they do honestly sound a little interesting. Interaction between the kingdoms and non-human regions. Sure. I mean, I'm down for all that. They don't give you much detail, but yeah, it sounds alright. Oh, and now we get more detail. Here we go. How appealing are each of the following updates to you? The return of King Valence. The king has returned to Falador, but so much time has passed that many are suspicious of his intentions. Join Sir Tiffy investigating where he has been. I mean, if it's Sir Tiffy, it's got to be good, right? But I'll put somewhat appealing for that. I didn't even know the King of Falador wasn't there. Shh, don't tell anyone that. I kind of... Well, I mean, if you asked me who's the King of Falador, I'd be like, I don't know. So I guess I did know he wasn't there, but at the same time I didn't. One of a Kind 2, the Dragon Rider quest. Carapac has left Hannibus a serum that could be the saving of the Dragon Riders. Join Hannibus back at Io, his home planet, to see if they can be saved. I don't think that sounds that dope, to be honest. Oh. Okay, I'll put moderately appealing then. Wait, what? Oh. When did they... Wait, what? Somewhat unappealing. Okay, so they just decided to change it on you. I didn't even notice that for this one. Okay, that's weird. Why would they change it in the middle of the survey? I'm still going to put neutral for that. It doesn't sound that great, but it sounds okay. Breaking History Quest, a sequel to the Making and Meeting History quests where a far more explorable area of the 2nd Age will be available, including a young Guthix. That sounds really cool. I loved those quests, to be honest. They were so cool. The Sons of V quest. I don't like the god V. I didn't like his quest. I didn't like it. Heroes Welcome. Terrible boss fight in that quest, and just not a fun quest in my opinion. So, not at all appealing for me. It's a quest too, and not at all appealing. Nah, not at all appealing. I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it as that. Riders of the Apocalypse quest. With the Elder Gods on the brink of destroying the world, the Riders of the Apocalypse have set up permanently. Join them against an Elder God. That doesn't sound that great. I don't know. Moderately appealing. Thok quest. Quest where you play as Thok and see how he helped along all the pivotal moments in RuneScape's modern history. That doesn't sound that dope. Menaphos finale. Was there no finale to Menaphos? What? Amisket must be faced and her crimes must be punished. Join Ixclaren, whatever the fuck. Death and Ozon, among others, in taking her down. Neutral. That doesn't... I don't really like the Menaphos quest all that much. And the Desert Chain isn't that interesting. So, I'll put neutral. Barrow's Brothers, the Search for Death quest. Excuse me. After Sliskay's endgame, the Barrows brothers are eager for peace. Help them through the underworld in a quest for death. I'm going to put neutral for that. Sounds kind of interesting, but at the same time, not really. Violet is Blue 2. Nah, I'm not interested in that. I like that as like a standalone little quest. The quest was really good, but I don't think they need to make a sequel. I really don't. So, yeah, I don't. Nah. That doesn't appeal to me. The pilgrimage of Guthix. A memory of Guthix has been traveling the same path Guthix traveled when he first became a god. Follow it yourself and put the memory to rest. Nah, not really interested in that. They need to just fuck off with Guthix. I'm sorry, like he died. Get over it. Sure, we have a whole freaking memorial to him. Alright? We need to chill. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. Monkey Madness 2. Revisit Apatol to find out how Marimbo has reintroduced herself to her people. Now, if that isn't the least interesting way I could have ever thought of them describing Monkey Madness 2, then I'm the fucking Pope. Because that sounds So much more boring than like what old school has that I can't even take it. So I'm going to put only moderately appealing for that. Yes, 100%. Vampire storyline. Yes. I love the vampire storyline. It's probably my favorite quest line. But where's Elemental Workshop? Where is Elemental Workshop 5? I'm so mad that I haven't seen it yet. A 6-stage quest that tears apart the current Mauritanian status quo as the vampires of Mauritania smell weakness and move against the Gillenorian vampires. I love the vampire quest chain. I don't care. You could have put anything in that flavor text. I would have voted whatever the best thing is. Very appealing for that. Those are my thoughts for that section. We're going to move on to the next one. Let's not linger because this video is already so freaking long. Holy shit. Recently, we rebalanced Hunter and expressed a wish to change player-owned farms because their XP rates were too high. Were you aware? What do you think? I'm living under a rock, dog? Yes, I was aware. The fuck? Do you strongly agree? I somewhat agree with the rebalances to Hunter. I somewhat agree. I think if they hadn't added Big Game Hunter with it, it would have been bad. But with Big Game Hunter, it's great. So I somewhat agree. Do you... I neither agree nor disagree with the proposed rebalances to player-owned farms. I'm kind of on the fence about it. Like, I feel like they're about to just kill it almost completely, which isn't good. But it is pretty OP. So I think they should change what they've got right now. What is your opinion on the changes that have been implemented to Hunter? It's about right, dog. It's about right. It's about right. I think it's going a little too far on the player-owned farm. I do think it is, a little bit. Where did you hear about either of these rebalances? The website. Yes, the website. And also Reddit. So yeah, those two. How interesting are the following types of skilling updates? Is existing skills to level 120? Moderately interesting. New skill training methods like deep sea fishing was amazing. So I'll put very interesting. New skills, extremely interesting. I would love new skills. And skill reworks, probably very interesting as well. But new skills, top of my list. Easily, folks. To what extent do you agree or disagree with the following idea? Raising the cap of a skill by 5 or 6 levels at a time, going from 99 to 105 with the number of unlocks in one update. Players would have a greater amount of time to reach the new skill cap, and there would be a greater density of unlocks. I'm going to put neither agree nor disagree for that. I somewhat disagree with it, actually. I don't know. I don't really like that idea, to be honest. That just seems like batched content a little bit, but yeah, that's just my opinion. Ooh, controversy. Skilling generates less gold than combat. Which of the following approaches would you like to bring combat and skilling closer in terms of generating gold? Do nothing! Or buff a number of non-combat money-making methods. Yeah, that's what I would say. Don't fuck with the combat money-making methods. Don't you dare. Don't you dare mess with my combat, fool. I'll kill you. Oh wait, I can't have them do nothing? Okay, just buff some non-combat money. No, I'd rather have them do nothing. No, I wouldn't. Would I? No, I would. I would rather have them do nothing, to be honest. I think it's fine. There are some actually good non-combat money-making methods out there that either people just don't know about or don't want to do. So, I think it's fine. That's me. I'm an elitist, if you want. If you want to call me that. Sue me. Whatever. Which 3 skills would you like most to rework? Who the hell's going to pick invention on that list? Are you kidding me? Where's agility? Pick that. Bam. Agility. Construction. Bam. And I think woodcutting. Woodcutting sucks. I want to see a woodcutting and fletching rework. But woodcutting is worse. Yeah. Agility is trash, not useful, needs a rework. Construction, I mean, construction's the worst. Woodcutting, that's probably one that's more so my opinion, but I can't think of any other things that really could even need it at this point. Those are the 3 for me. Increasing free-to-play to level 30 where currently players can skill to level 5. Why the hell not? Go for it. Get more people into the game. I'm fine with it. I agree. I strongly agree with that. It's amazing. How appealing are these updates to you? Summoning to 120 and rework. Graphical rework and new familiars, offering at least one familiar at each level all the way to level 120. Would also be redesigned to focus more on XP from familiar use. Ooh, I don't like that. I like the way you train summoning currently, just personally. I do like it. I don't know why. I like it. So, I don't like it. I don't want to. Nah, just leave it. Do it later. I mean, remove the second sentence right here, and I'd probably even put slightly appealing. But that second sentence is like, nah, dog, nah, don't put that. So I'll put neutral. I'm on the fence. I'm really on the fence. Player constructed agility course. Gain obstacles when training no, don't like that. Change the way agility works completely. Get rid of it. Don't get rid of it. That was ridiculous. Anyways, I don't like that though. That sounds dumb. I'm sick of the player everything. Stop it. Invention golems. Create golems and program them or teach them how to perform certain activities. They will then complete these actions while you're doing other things. Is this not? This is just like miscellanea. I think the machines are fine for like this type of purpose. I don't really like that one. Magic smithing rework. Similar to how the mining and smithing rework rebalanced melee gear, making to make it viable. Oh, melee gear making to make it viable and a money maker. We would look to do the same for magic gear, likely crafting, rune crafting, and magic. What magic gear do you even create? I can't even think of any. Are they just talking about they would add new stuff? Nah. I don't dig it. Skilling dungeons dedicated to particular non-combat skills would include all methods of training that skill and would require your knowledge in that skill to navigate. I don't even understand that. That sounds okay though. I kind of like having to have knowledge. Slightly appealing. Construction to 120. I'd rather kill myself. I really would. A more attractive, intuitive player-owned house, but I'm going to put appealing because they really need to make the player-owned house. But whatever. Okay, if they're going to improve the training, okay, never mind. I changed my mind completely. I should have read the frickin' thing. Move away from rebuilding and building the same thing. Please, God. And then it would be great. And 120 would be fine. Floor 61. New floors added to the Prestige run. An elite dungeon or saga that dives into the story. More bosses, more rewards, and a special dungeon that can be completed at the end of a Prestige run. Yeah, that sounds cool. Dungeoneering is kind of getting stale. It could use something new. I'm going to put very appealing for that. Shock the world. New skilling boss. Similar to Big Game Hunter, add skilling bosses to other non-combat skills to the game. It's likely that we would attempt both solo. I love it. Big Game Hunter is some of the best skilling content added to the game in the past couple years. I love it. So I would love to see more of that. Yes, please. Cities as areas to be rebuilt. Rundown cities like Varric and Ardy can be improved by the player, adding new areas to explore, attracting new characters, and adding more skilling locations. This kind of sounds like the base camp. I kind of like it. I'm going to put slightly appealing. I kind of like that. I do. Sorry. Maybe I'm being... Okay, so ranged smithing rework. I just don't think those need it as much as smithing and mining and smithing did. So I'm going to say not that dope. Slightly unappealing. Skilling abilities. Abilities that aid when skilling. Imagine AoE abilities that clear a broad range of resources or damage over time abilities that keep gathering resources after you have stopped. That's an interesting idea. I kind of like the idea, to be honest. I'm going to put slightly appealing for that. They'd have to do it right, but it could be cool. I kind of like it. Dungeoneering, race, and new scenarios. Currently there's only one scenario in Dungeoneering. Raid rooms and kill a boss. We would add competitive modes, survival modes, and more. Ooh. Like I said, Dungeoneering needs something new, and that sounds awesome. It really does. I love that. Safe cracking 2 bank heists. Larger scale safe cracking. This is what I thought. This is literally what I thought safe cracking was going to be when it first came out. And oh my god, that I wanted it so bad, and it was disappointing, but safe cracking is still fun, and that sounds amazing. Oh my god. That I would love. Please. Please do that. I love it. I absolutely love it. That would be so fun. Okay. Have you received emails? Yes. In the last 3 months. What topics would you be interested to hear about in RuneScape emails? Surveys would be cool. Content updates. Player playtesting. Competitions. Everything else, don't really care to see in my email. Before the start of this survey, did you know how to sign up? Yes, because I've done it. Where do you get your RuneScape news from? Mostly RuneScape website and Reddit. And that's about it. Yeah, I don't really get it anywhere else. Which social media platforms do you use to discuss RuneScape? Reddit, obviously YouTube, and Discord. That's about it. I don't use anything. I don't really use Twitch. How often do you watch the RuneScape Q&As on Twitch? Never. I never watch them on Twitch. But sometimes mostly I'll read the too long didn't watch on Reddit. Mostly. If you are happy to do so, please provide your RuneScape display name as it appears in chat. Sure. Knock yourself out. Why do I have to re-enter it? It's right. Okay, fine. And that's it, you guys. We have finished the survey. And we're on the RuneScape homepage. So, that is the survey. Jesus Christ, this is a long video. I didn't expect it to be this long, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing my thoughts and insights on what they didn't have Elemental Workshop 5 on the frickin' survey, and I am livid right now. I am livid. That is the quest I want more than any other quest in the entire game. I want Elemental Workshop 5 to come out. Please make it happen. I love the quest chain, and it needs more to it. It does. It does. Okay. Anyways, guys, yeah, I mean, I talked about so much stuff in this video. Leave your comments down below on your thoughts on the survey. What are you looking forward to most that they discussed on there? If I had to pick one thing off that whole list that I would be looking forward to the most, just right now because it's fresh in my mind, those bank heists, I would love those. Those would be so fun. I think they would. They could fuck it up, but my vision of them would be amazing. So we'd have to see, but that's just because it's fresh in my mind. More clue scroll stuff sounds amazing. Quests, bosses, everything. I would love to see it. A new skill is something that's been on my mind for a while. Would like to see that announced soon, but anyways, you guys, that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you all did enjoy it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Did you agree or disagree with me on anything in particular that you'd like to make a case for? By all means, do so. I'd love to have some discussions with all of you down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you did make it this far somehow, go ahead and let me think. What should you put in your comment? Put the word cheese somewhere in your comment if you made it this far and watched the whole video, because I'd be surprised to see how many people actually did. Thanks again, guys, for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.